of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Nifty move. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now Herbert going to change the look. To try again after the sack. Herbert under pressure, and they got to him again. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Herbert now. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert. To the right side and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. They run here with Rico Dowdle. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Looking to throw. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On the run, it's Dowdle. Shifts by him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing. Prescott. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Back to throw here, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Dissly, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. And I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey.
7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Herbert throwing again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Prescott rolling to his left. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They run here with Dowdle.
A beautiful fake.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A running play, it's Dowdle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Prescott on the move to his left.
That is caught by Lamb.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now it's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Finds Johnston.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Here's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
This game over.
He goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Herbert changing things up.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well.
No, actually, I wasn't for real.
Here in the fourth
I
quarter.
wasn't paying attention half of the time.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to
I'm about to say, I
reverse
swear
that
to God.
trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert now to throw. Touchdown!
That's it. That's all it's been for real.
A 2-yard touchdown.
I said that's all it's been for real.
The Chargers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Oh yeah, I know how that be.
Matches because who's
I
going
ain't
to
gonna hold
cover,
you.
and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Yep.
Into the end zone. Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dak sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Lamb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here comes 2nd down. Now Prescott. He's got Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Dak. Steps away. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Prescott escaping the pressure right. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's 1st and goal. To throw, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.